It's December 26, 2010. I'm with Bob Allen. Whoa, does that smell like poop down here? That definitely has the smell of sewage. Now this is the creek down here that was dredged out by Mr. Allen to 18 feet deep so that on low tide, which it is right now, the boats could come in. But there's this huge amount of sediment that has been coming down, and boy, we really should get in here and scoop up some samples of this stuff.
To the rope there. I had this where the kids could all swim in here because of the alligators. I wanted a place where I could watch them, and I had a bridge built across there. So all this you're looking at right here is sewage. It's all sewage.
It really reeks of sewage right at this point. It's very, very heavy sewage smell. And this is where we took pictures and samples on the other side of that culvert. There's a culvert over here's the road, and down in here is a culvert. And there was just, there's slime and sludge on top. Look at that. Right now that looks like sewage on top of the water at this point in time. Right up there. And this is where the kids used to go and swim in here.
Yep.
Right off of here with a rope that they could.
And they have baptisms in it.
They used to have baptisms along here. This is amazing amount of pollution in this creek. Now this is low tide. You can see the tide starting to come in. All this is because back over here, behind here, the creek goes back, and there's a pond from the sewage plant, the East Point water treatment plant, that they have a pipe and they've been dumping into this creek. So Mr. Allen wanted a safe place for the kids to be swimming because of the alligators. And this used to be all water. Low tide, this is be all water. And there's a rope here that kids could swing off of and swing into the water. That is now this incredibly polluted, nasty sewage. Now the sewage plant has been repeatedly cited for violations and nothing done. This is all dredged out in here too so that the boats could come in and harbor. By permit, $50,000 to dredge this out. And it's all filled back in with sewage sludge.
You want to smell this one? Pure raw sewage.
Yeah, I can smell it.
That stick almost that was with no effort. That's just pure sewage.
Now, what color was this stand before all this started? Was this because this is like a browny, blacky,
That's pure sewage.
greeny. Wow, the smell of sewage right now is quite overwhelming. I mean, wow. You can just smell this raw sewage right now. From this side, and I'm standing over here, and all I'm smelling is sewer. It's like you're in the worst bathroom in the world. It's amazingly stinky right now. Getting a headache from this. Indian Creek. It's January 3rd, 2011, and see that reflection there and the strange component there that is on top of the water. That's what I'm going to try to grab a sample of. I'm going to be going down along the side there. We will take this in for analysis. Indian Creek runs right out to East Bay. East Bay runs into Appalachia Bay and then goes into the Gulf of Mexico. This is normally full of fish, oysters, and shrimp. It's kind of dead today. Been dead here for a while. 2011, January 4th, 2011. We were at Sportsman's Lodge, East Point, Florida, overlooking Indian Creek. Something is coming in. Don't know what that is. That is coming in. Tide's coming in. I should get a different angle on this. Just a second. I'm moving. Different angle. Okay. And what in the world is this stuff? It's coming in from the bay now. I mean, it has a sheen on it. This is going, I'm trying to get a sample of this. I will be hopefully scooping some of this up, but this is now hitting the creek from the bay side. We had the crap going out the top. We've got chunks of brown in here as well. You can see those chunks, and it looks like complete coating on the top of the water. We've got overcast skies, and any light is just bouncing off and reflecting off of this stuff. It's really like covering this whole area of the creek right here. And you can see over here how it's moving in. Tide's coming in. A little jumpy here because I'm walking. Now, yesterday we had seen huge amounts of oil slicks on the water in the bay. My question is, did they spray Correxic last night? I need to get in here and get a sample of this. Let me go.
It takes the paint off my.
You want more?
Yeah, get. And there's that white foamy stuff right in front of you, right there. Look at how yellow that is.
Okay.
February 5th, 2011, Sportsman's Lodge, East Point, Florida, 2 p.m. We have heavy rain coming down and some type of sludgy something coming down the creek. I'm going to get a different angle on this. Wow, what is that?
Jump in and take sample.
We've never seen anything like this. It's not going straight down the creek, straight down the end, but it's turning right about where we had.
Yeah, it's right about where we had the
creek down there. I think they were gathering around that boat there.
And we got some, this looks like almost an oil slick right here.
Yeah, right here. We definitely got an oil slick here, but it's concentric. This is flowing down this way. The whole thing is absolutely strange.
Same kind of strange formation out here.
Okay, you got a weird water thing
Yep.
there too.
I'm going on it.
I don't know what that is. Oh, a tree. Or the tree's hanging.
But this thing is just growing. Wow. Whatever this, oh, and bubbles and stuff down in here. Do you see that? There's something coming up here. Don't know what it is. Shimmering, growing, shimmering. Something's coming. You see it over on the left side coming around. Don't know what it is, but it's getting big. Do you see what I'm talking about?
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, I see it.
It's just growing and growing and growing and growing. And then we got the same shimmering down here. Do you see this?
Yeah. Okay, maybe that was the bird I saw.
Same shimmering coming down here.
That was the bird I saw. Matter of fact, there's two of them right down there. No, it's a bird and something else. They both just circled.
These patterns are almost like schools of fish. And they got a school of fish and it's like joining up with this school over here. Oh, we got a vortex. I got one. Right here. Ooh, nice.
Funny how it forms right out within a second.
Looks like it's all like coming together. We still got our little shimmering corner over here. Let me see if I can get braced. Alright, now we got the wind patterns. You see the wind blowing in. Our shimmering is now gone from over here. It is of regular raindrops. Regular raindrops. See how it's still, but we got something back on here. That is water and not particulate or any foam or anything. That's how bright and sparkly. This is the water that's sparkling here. Nothing at all. Hey, what happened to the oil? What happened to the oil? We had oil slicks. Where'd it go? Anybody see the oil slicks? Guys. Alright, where did the oil go? Remember we had those oil slicks along here? Where's our oil? Okay, well that's weird. Where's the oil? Where's the oil? Okay, well I don't know what happened to it. And here comes our pelican and they say, hello. Hello there. How are you doing today? Okay, it's January 6, 2011. We are at Sportsman's Lodge in East Point, Florida, overlooking Indian Creek. This is where we had the frequencies done. I'll show you. There is the trailer. And here's the creek. Check out what's going on. The current. Alrighty, we had that big brown something that came up in the water we showed you, and look what is showing up now on the shore. We're bouncing frequencies down into here.
I'm sure we can count on you.
Okay, and we got a sheen coming along in here.
We'll probably use some, I don't know if they use chlorine, but
Yeah, they have gas for
Whenever you have people,
And a float, see that?
like I just read in this other paper, that's got the investment that they have, I promise you, we gotta walk light.
Okay, now I'm walking around. I'm gonna go over to that spot that had been dredged out. Gonna take that at a different angle too. Alright, so we've got water flowing in the creek from under the culvert. Smell of sewage, not as strong as it was in previous days, but you can still smell the sewage in here. Right, look at what this is. Long here. No idea. Wonder if we're going to take a sample. That's still sewage, Corixic, who knows.
Got that on the point. Yeah.
Scoop it up and take it. Well, take it where? These frequencies are going out everywhere. Oh, look at that. That looks like just like some dumped oil.
Well, see, here's the cool thing. I have its migrations.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay.
You're gonna have to.
Let's put the frequencies on and.
You're gonna have to help me edit this thing out, but you're gonna have to help me edit this thing out. But it's really quite tremendous, Nancy.
Well, I'm gonna have a cigarette.
Me too.
I don't think it's gonna leave in the time to have a cigarette, and then we'll watch it disappear.
No, it's not gonna leave. It's here. It's here for you.
I know.
It loves you. It likes you.
We had it happen over in Mobile Bay, all day long. That sure does look like that Corexic oil crap stuff. Yep. But no shit coming down Shit Creek. Now we have oil coming in from the bay. So now we're going to work on getting rid of this. We'll videotape it along the way to show you how the frequencies eliminate the oil in the water. We're going to have to do some work here. And there's something called cymatics, which is where they put the sand on the drum and they make a tone and it creates that. Okay, he realized that it was a song that was in there because each of these patterns related to a certain tone. Right?
I believe that.
That's been playing here the whole time. This is we introduced the Rosslyn Chapel cymatic tones. So if you're seeing the patterns, we're seeing what's in the churches, the patterns that were put in there for healing. It's pretty amazing, isn't it? Look if you see it. 2 minutes. You're not playing it right now. You have to push the button. It says pause. And you're not recording. You have to
Oh, I
push
know,
the
I got the diamonds. Oh, like this, more steady.
Okay, it is January 28th, 2011, Indian Creek, East Point, Florida. It is 12:30. I'm going to step up here and show you. We've got the tide coming in, and we have some kind of a contaminant coming in. But this is, you can look at the shadow portions along the creek. Now we're getting shadows from the sun basically being directly down, but what in the world is this? I'm going to go down on the shore and look at it too.
Hey.
Okay, I'm on the boat right here, and I'm getting really tight in on this black stuff. Let's see if we can get a really close look at what this is. If it comes close enough to shore, we could probably scoop up.
Oh, that's just getting a sample from the creek.
Now, I think that does look like there's a shadow. I'm going to say that. Daryl, I really think it's shadow. Look above you. Look up here. Shadow. Probably a shadow. That's what I think it is, but it gives a really cool look at what the frequencies look like in the shadow. Okay, it is now 12:30 on the 29th of January 2011, Indian Creek. This is precisely the same time yesterday that we had that black plume shadow thing come in. And I'm going to step up and be in the exact position that we were in before. It's right here. This is where our plume was. So you can see what the reflections on this water normally look like. Now it's a very calm day today. We don't have that massive wind, and the tide is slowly coming in. Yesterday was just trucking in here. We had that, right along here was the trail of some kind of bubbles and goo.
Every morning
In Indian Creek, Florida. Nice things happening on the water today. I need to come down here. Creek, Florida. February 5th, 2011, Indian Creek, about 5:25 p.m. There it is. It's over in the red spectrum. You can see it on the actual screen. There it is. It's over in the red spectrum. You can see it on the actual screen. Well, it's quite a rippling going on in the water. That's interesting. Let's come in tight. Okay, that's right where the frequencies are being projected, right there. Man, this is quite getting it stable. Approximately 4:10 p.m., February 12th, 2010. I'm going to come in here, try to get some kind of a close-up. Earlier we had this area had some kind of floaty contaminant in it, and now it's moved out over here. I thought, well, maybe it's going down over on the other side, that flagpole there, to the area we call the shit pile, and I found something over there. I'll show you that in just a moment. I am now on the other side of the flagpole, and this is where the creek flows. Goes to the right and out into the bay, and we have this contaminant coming in here, and I heard some water running. I thought, what is that? Hadn't heard that before. And we have a pipe that has water flowing out of it right here. Now there's the mouth of Indian Creek. It comes back this way, and our contaminant is gathering here like it normally does whenever we have this. There's a culvert over here. There's the road, somebody going over the road. There's our water that's coming from that pipe. Conveniently hidden underneath a palm tree. So I'm going to go and see if I can get another angle on that. Right there. Runs underneath some property that now belongs to the city, or the county. It's a park over there. Interesting. I will try to trace it back. Okay, I am on the side of the road. Creek over here. And look what we have here. Looks like a drain for the water runoff from the street. Coming here. Going across. And out here. Going into the creek. Boy, I don't know about you, but in Minnesota that's not allowed. That's stormwater runoff and highly contaminated. I'd like to know how they were able to accomplish that without getting in lots of trouble. February 12th, 2011, Indian Creek. Here's the road. Here's the other side. Here's our culvert, and we do have some fresh water coming down. Actually, it's not really fresh. What is this in the water? And I'm going to try to get an angle on this. This looks like slimy sewage stuff, but then that's just my uneducated opinion. It does smell like sewer right here. Not as bad as it had in the past, but there is quite an odor here. So the pipe's coming out right about here. Pipe is coming out here. Let's trace it back along here, and looks like we have a ditch here. Take a look at the ditch. This would be a normal drainage ditch used for runoff from the road. And what do we have over here? Manhole cover of some type. I'm walking in the ditch. It's really soft. Oh, sanitary sewer system right here. That's interesting. Be interesting to know if there's an overflow on that goes into this ditch and then goes into the creek. That would be interesting to find out. Well, we do have movement of water. Where is that pipe anyway? Where does that bad boy come in? He might be buried. We do have water moving.
I don't know what that black thing is in there. It's getting some unusual standing waves. I don't see them anymore. Okay. Curious on what that black thing is over there. Standing waves. Large circular type, I think. Standing waves that reaching out further. And along with the rings. As you're well aware, reading say somebody wrote a letter, took the letter off a pad of paper, and if you hold the pad of paper against a certain angle of light, you can actually see what they wrote. So, again, what you can't see, you can see. This is really cool. I'm getting a lot of circles now here. Very distinct. Some interesting activity straight down here. There's some cool activity right there.
Say
Looks like that sparkling is coming towards us. I'm also going to be putting this on a tripod. But isn't that interesting? Do you see the sparkling things that are coming towards us? These guys right there? Yeah, they're coming up towards us. I wonder what they are. Look at it. Look at the camera. The camera sees something different. Isn't that amazing?
Yeah. Now I see it.
Yeah.
Now I see it. Oh yeah.
And then we've got this pattern right here at the point that's really interesting. So this is the bay here, and on this side is the creek. Well, this is fascinating. Look at these wave patterns here. Right here. Wow. Look at this. This is amazing. Look at this. Look at how it just... that's interesting. Wow. There's something going on right at the mouth of the creek here. Looks like that sparkling is coming towards us. I'm also going to be putting this on a tripod. But isn't that interesting? Do you see the sparkling things that are coming towards us? These guys right there? Yeah, they're coming up towards us. I wonder what they are. Look at it. Look at the camera. The camera sees something different. Isn't that amazing?
Yeah. Now I see it.
Yeah.
Now I see it. Oh yeah.
And then we've got this pattern right here at the point that's really interesting. So this is the bay here, and on this side is the creek. Well, this is fascinating. Look at these wave patterns here. Right here. Wow. Look at this. This is amazing. Look at this. Look at how it just... that's interesting. Wow. There's something going on right at the mouth of the creek here. There's our Godzilla getter. Right there. Underwater speaker. Fascinating. Swing back around. It's the mouth of the creek. And we still have our audience. Oh, I wonder if that's a crow or is that a pelican? Put your head out, baby. That looks like a pelican. We've had a lot of crows here too, that's interesting. March 4th, 2011, Indian Creek. March 4th, 2011, Indian Creek. Sun's starting to set. And we have, along here on the creek, a dance of the minnows that is just extraordinary. and they are all along the creek, and they join together and create some really fascinating patterns. Okay, I'm getting what? Wow. I mean, this is the most incredible video of wave patterns. It's almost like they're participating with the frequencies in the water. Well, this is going to be great to pull this and see what's going on. Do you see this? And we keep getting these things that look like they might be fish jumps. But if fish are eating on these minnows, wouldn't they be
Oh, they would be
running for their lives?
Yeah, they'd be running for the shore. As a matter of fact, for them to be out in the open like that is not totally ordinary. Because usually, I guess you've noticed the minnows hang toward the shore for that very reason.
Mm-hmm.
It's because they're food for predator fish.
Oh, this is just amazing. I've got something on this guy over here. Got a little bit of a wind just kicked up. A little tiny breeze. Okay, now I am on the shore, and I'm gonna see, getting in on these guys. Give a look from this angle. And as tight as I possibly can. March 7th, 2011, Indian Creek. We're going to take a look at the aquarium here shortly, but we did want to show you seagulls sitting on the water like ducks. Right at the entrance of the creek into the bay. my opinion here as we look out at the resonance of the water. This is what we continually get on the creek. That very resonance that you're seeing there now out on the bay. March 7th, 2011, on the shores of Indian Creek that are underwater. Speaker here, speaker there, equipment back here. And what do we have down here? Baby shrimp. March 8th, 2011, I am at Indian Creek is here. East Bay of the Apalachicola Bay is right out here. I'm on the shores, and we have some new green growth that I did not see before on these rocks. Let's go in. There we go. This is new. Indian Creek, March 10th, 2011, Indian Creek, Florida. And we had that storm last night, and the massive amounts of minnows out here. It's just amazing. And they seem to be getting bigger. I just ask where the mullets usually lay their eggs. They're usually out in the bay. I'm wondering if, I don't know, I guess we'll find out over time if these are minnows or if it's a whole huge swarm of new fish come into the creek. I mean, they're getting huge, absolutely huge. Got some more over here. You can see them. There they are. I'm going to go down on the dock right there and see if we can't catch them too. Okay, I'm down on the dock. Actually standing on the shore looking at these guys. I mean, this is just incredible. Did they come in with the storm? Get in and get close on these guys and identify who they are. Millions and millions and millions. How in the world can millions of these creatures survive in this creek that was so polluted? I mean, this has got to be hyper oxygenated water at this point. And there's just no room for these guys. This is something amazing. And no, folks, these are not dead fish. They're just packed into this creek. There's a wall-to-wall fish in here. That's just amazing. Absolutely amazing. Trying to get a little bit lower in here. Hi guys. absolutely amazing. What, you're gonna come over here and talk to me?
What I'm here about, I have complaints of on the other street. It is not the closest proximity, it's not Mr. Braxton, it's one of the other homes for the music. They said that they've tolerated it for about 3 weeks
Yes, sir.
and that they feel like they've been peaceful enough, but in me standing in their living room,
Yes, sir.
I can hear this music audibly.
Oh, that's it.
Okay, so what we need to do is we need to get the music turned down.
Okay.
I'm not sure, is she the owner of that trailer?
Sir, the one that she's with is a gentleman from Canada. He's a scientist, and they brought this equipment all the way from Canada to this oil spill. It's to clear the water. It's I don't know how it works, but I do know that we've got more fish in here than we've had in.
Okay. And I'm
So
sure.
I don't know how it works, but I figured that
I'm
anyone
sure that
they
they're-
could come all the way from Canada, come
Yeah,
down here to
I
help
agree
us.
with you.
You know,
I
that's,
agree with you. Anybody's come to help us.
Yeah, that's
Okay. Florida statute 877.03 says committing such acts of the as are of nature to affect the peace and quiet of persons who may witness them. They're in violation of this chapter in Florida law.
And we've got all kinds of little ripples in the water down here too. Let's start from this level if we can get in there and catch these guys. Yep. I caught some of them. All kinds of rippling on top. And oh, the minnows are in streaks down here. Now these minnows are in really strange streaky forms. They're in like rows. Those are rows and rows of minnows. Oh, weird. Okay. Am I seeing things? No, how in the... Wow. That's just too weird. And we have our little molten water. Going into zigzags. Getting crosshatch patterns. This is just... Oh, and what is all that? What is all that? Just another day. Hutchison. Frequencies. Earth is collapsing with the nuclear fallout and meltdown in Japan. And we're here trying to figure out just what this is and are we going to be able to do something to help. All right. And there we have our otter. We have an otter. One of the mammals that have come back. We do have a strange brown plume right down in here. I did notice it in the last couple days. So we're going to turn and show those clouds that John and I were just pointing out. Coming over the moon. Molten, just like the creek was looking. Really quite amazing. And back up off of here a little bit. Just wow. Just amazing. Absolutely amazing. I'm going to go up a little bit so we can see it a little bit more.
Oh, that's really cool.
Isn't that cool?
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
That's circular.
This right here looks very familiar to patterns that we get in the frequencies right there. This guy. See
Yeah.
that? That's not a cloud. You see that? That's something different.
Well, I think so. I don't see it up there.
I don't see it up there with my naked eye either. This is interesting. There's a lot on the infrared that we're not seeing with our naked eye here. This is quite fascinating.
Yeah, it is.